Hey, what's up everyone? This is SnackBox. Hope you all had a great weekend. Guys, in this video, we are going to craft a lot of relics. I saved up so many materials from the Chimera, from Life Arena, from CVC. And yeah, I really hope I can craft some nice relics. So let's get to it. Alright, so before we go in here and start crafting, I want to jump into the index and tell you which relics are the most wanted for me. So basically for me, of course, besides the mythicals, those are probably the most interesting ones. But besides that, there are also some legendary and epic ones that are quite useful. For example, the aspect of Sirov is very strong. Can be used on a Rotos, for example, or a Marichka. Just makes them way harder to kill. Also, one of the most used relic in Arena right now is the Wand of Submission because of the chance to reflect a sheep debuff or just in general all the control debuffs. Very amazing. Then from the Chimera group we also have some nice epics in here. The Erratic Coronet. The Orb of Transfixion can be also pretty cool if you steal a buff from the enemy in Arena. The Scroll of the Unseen, pretty similar to the Erratic Coronet, while the Erratic Coronet is basically like a second nature's Wrath. The Scroll of the Unseen has the synergy with Perfect Whale, but both of them push the damage by 30%, and this is quite a lot. Then of course the Cat's Gaze, you can't have enough of those, but I also don't have that much event relic crafting materials left. And then from the clan group, I think the Temporal Stagnator is also pretty nice. I don't know how the Essence Quencher performs, but this looks also pretty amazing. Also the epic ones are not that bad actually, but for me maybe not that interesting, but Volcanon's Grasp, the Wearer reflects a percentage of the damage absorbed by block damage or unkillable. This can be really interesting for people that are trying to progress in Clan Boss and the Demon Lord with a unkillable team and don't do enough damage. Maybe this is the key for you to do that extra bit of damage to reach that one key on Ultra Nightmare, for example. So pretty cool relic. And then on the Life Arena group we have the Harp here, which is kind of interesting because it has speed. You would have to rank it up to rank 6 to get that extra speed, so it's kind of a huge investment, and the effect also doesn't benefit you that much in Arena, for example, but for like soloing stuff, this relic could be pretty interesting, especially for like champions that don't hit with their skills. A Bedell, Eurogrim, champs that can solo dungeons but don't hit with their skills. That's where this relic can come into play. Also on revivers, it doesn't hurt to put it on a reviver, right? If you don't have a better one. But the X Serpentis, I'm not quite convinced yet, because the Wearer's single target attacks deal 5%, and if ranked up, you can rank it up to 15% more damage for each exposed neck present in the battle. And yeah, sometimes you don't even have one exposed neck, but I don't know. I guess we have to see it in action to see how good it actually works. So my most wanted is definitely the Wand of Submission, maybe another Erratic Coronet, that would be amazing, but just besides the mythicals, right? So I definitely want the mythicals. And the Stagnator, that would be amazing. Then for epics, I definitely want another Erratic Coronet, and I would also take a Scroll of the Unseen, that would be also amazing. Yeah, but other than that, there's not really an epic that would be interesting for me. Okay, but let's get to it. So I think we're gonna start with the rare materials and then just work our way up and see what we can get. I really hope I can pull some nice relics to get some nice upgrades. I've been saving up for so long. It kind of held me back a little bit, but I just thought it would be interesting for you guys to see what relics come out of those materials. So we're gonna start off with the Chimera rares and then work our way up. So the first relic, let's go. Oh, there we go. Scroll of the Unseen. I kinda called it, so yeah, nice. I'll take it. This will definitely help me to push my damage in the Hydra. I also use Feral sometimes in Chimera, so this relic will definitely help me to push my damage, especially for Hydra. So that's actually pretty cool. I love it. Okay, I didn't craft this one yet, so this is a new one and my first scroll of the Unseen, and I'll take it. This is actually a good one. All right, next one. So we got one epic from the rare materials. That's already a W. Next up, and Tempus Sanguinis. Nothing crazy. And third relic, Unholy Grail. Probably one of the worst ones. Tempus Sanguinis is actually not that bad. Pretty useful for some champions. The Mask of Rage, not so much. Alright, another Unholy Grail. Oh, the Molten Death Bell. Also a pretty cool relic for like Armans or even Fabian. Because first of all, you get a good chunk of accuracy here, and you can easily rank it up to like 3 and get like 40, 50 accuracy, so that's pretty cool. But also the Varus turn meter increases by 10% when applying stun, sleep, fear, true fear, freeze, provoke, all the control debuffs. And Armans basically does stun, he can also sheep, Fabian can true fear, petrification, so this relic suits those champions pretty well for the arena. This effect can only occur once per turn, but still a little turn meter increase, why not? Alright, next relic, let's see. Another Unholy Grail, that's not what we want to see. So we got one epic so far out of those rare materials. Another Tempus Sanguinis. Another one. And another one. Okay. Oh, another epic, and it's a golden elixir. So this relic is actually super interesting because the effect is that the wearer is instantly healed by 10% when their HP drops below 50%. On my free-to-play account, this relic carried me through so much content, it's actually unbelievable. So this is a very, very good relic also for like soloing stuff, because every time you drop below 50%, whoop, you get healed back up, and you know, have some time to recover from like big hits. And sometimes you can't even drop below 50% because your defense and everything is so high that if you drop below, you heal instantly back up, and then you drop below 50 again and you heal again. So there's no cooldown on it, which is amazing. Also the stats are not that bad. The attack doesn't really help that much, but a little bit of accuracy from level 9 is helpful. Pretty much a very solid relic for like progression. So pretty cool. I didn't have this one on my main account yet, so this is a new one as well. Another Unholy Grail. And another one. I'm gonna use all these rares as chickens for sure, and rank up some of my other relics. Okay, so we're done with the rare materials from the Chimera. Now we're gonna jump to the Life Arena ones. I don't really want to mix them up. I could technically use the event dungeon masks with the CVC crafting materials, but let's do these first. Okay, the Life Arena ones. Let's see. Alright, we got the Royal Digit. This is probably one of the worst ones from the Life Arena group. But let's see what we can get here. Come on, give me something. An Unholy Grail. Okay, that's not what we want. Alright, so let's move on to the epic crafting materials. I'm gonna start off with the Chimera ones and see what we can get. Now we actually have a 36% chance almost to pull an epic, so the chance is significantly higher. With the rare ones, we only have a 15.5% chance to get an epic, more than double the chance now, and also a 4% chance to get a legendary one. So let's see, we got 5 crafts here, and hopefully we can get some nice one. Okay, so Demonic Effigy is also a pretty solid relic for progression. The wearer's turn meter increases by 10% whenever one of their allies dies. I use this on my Taguar, on my free-to-play account, and this is also an amazing relic. Also, you have, you know, 2 pretty solid gemstone shapes in here. Circular ones, everybody gets circular ones, but the non-circular ones are actually hard to get. You only get them from like Chimera Clash rewards. But this relic overall is not that bad for progression. For me, at this moment, it's not really that interesting. So wait, we actually had 6 crafts in here. All right. Now we have 5. All right, that's cool. Oh, another epic and another golden elixir. All right. Okay, from the standard group. So 2 epics back to back. Let's see now. Oh, another epic. Gilded Dragonstone. This one is not that bad. It's okay, I guess, for like defensive nukers. But it's not really that great. It's okay, I guess. You can push the damage a little bit for defensive nukers with that one. And the next... Okay, we got a rare here. Journal of Necrotos. Got this one plenty of times. And another rare. And the last epic crafting materials from the Chimera. Another rare. Alright, now let's move... Now let's actually use the CVC ones here. Let's see what we can get. 0.05% chance for a mythical. That's not a high chance. Oh, we got Well Cannon's Grasp. The wearer reflects 5% of the damage absorbed by block damage or unkillable buffs back to the attacker. So I will actually put this one on one of my champions from my unkillable team. I think this will push my damage, not that I need it, but I just want to see the difference, like how much more damage I can do with this relic. That would interest me, and I will try it out and see what it does. Alright, the last epic ones from the CVC crafting materials. And we get a rare. This is the Black Shroud Fan. What does it do? The wearer receives 2% less damage from ally protection effects or buffs placed by them. I guess it's okay, it's not that crazy. A little bit less damage from ally protection could help you for, like, you know, your clan boss teams if you run ally protection in there. Not a huge one, but I can see it being useful at least. And then let's use these event crafting materials. I actually had them saved up for so long, so now we can actually craft something, and it's a Journal of Necrotos. Okay, thank you, game. Thank you so much. Let's see. Come on, give me a legendary. Oh man, another royal digit. Alright. Alright. So now we got the legendary ones left and the mythical ones. I'm gonna start off with the legendary Chimera crafting materials, and hopefully I can get some legendary ones, or at least an epic that I can use. Something like an Erethi Coronet. I do have the Scroll of the Unseen, but the Erethi Coronet is way better for me in my situation. So let's see. And it's a Erethi Coronet. Yes, a second one. Yes. There we go. There we go. This is better than the legendaries. I don't want the legendaries. Give me the Erethi Coronet. I mean, now I have 2. Would I use another one? Let me think. I use one on Ninja. I use one on Trunda now. Yeah, I guess a third one wouldn't be that bad. But I think 2 is already good enough. I can, you know, I don't have to swap it around anymore. That will save me a lot of star stones. So that's cool. All right, let's go. That's nice. All right, we got one more craft with the legendary ones. So let's see. And it's Gilded Dragonstone again. Ugh, that one is so bad. I mean, it's not that bad, but you know what I mean? Like, there are way better ones. Alright, let's jump to the CVC crafting materials, to the legendary ones. And hopefully we can get a legendary here. So, let's see. Ooh, Inferno Sphere. It has resistance, so that's interesting. The wearer's resistance increases by 2% for every 5% of HP lost. Stacks up to 20%. Yeah, I don't know who I would use this on at this moment. I guess this could work on a Galatier, for example, but I think there are way better relics to put on him, so I don't know. Pretty interesting, I guess, if you don't have better relics than this. It can be helpful, right? Alright, now let's do the live arena, legendary crafting materials. And there we go. Oh, and it's another aspect of Zero. Okay. I mean, I already had one. I used it on my Rotos. And now I have a second one, and I actually don't know who I would use this on. Maybe once I build my Freya or my Ankara. Yeah, maybe on one of them. So I can definitely make use of this, but yeah, it's not gonna change my account that much, you know what I mean? It's okay though. It's the second one is cool. Alright. Now prime time. This is the main event, okay? So now we're gonna use the mythical crafting materials and we're gonna pull a mythical relic. That is the plan. 20% chance. Easy. Easy. So it's definitely a guaranteed legendary, but I know we're gonna pull the mythical. Easy. Simple as that. Alright, I'm gonna close my eyes. Let's see. Oh! I mean, it's not a mythical, but it's my first wand, so I'll take it. I'll take it. It was definitely worth it for me, because this is my first wand. I don't have one, so this will definitely bring me more value than most legendary relics for the arena and make my life so much easier. So that is a huge pull. Love it. Okay. Not a mythical, but still almost like a mythical. So I'll take it. Alright. Now, the last mythical crafting materials for now from the live arena from this season, and hopefully I can pull a mythical relic. And all I want is just one mythical relic. Come on, 20% chance. Come on, give me the mythical relic. Alright, I mean, I've asked for a mythical relic and there I got it. I can't complain, right? It's a mythical. It's maybe not the best mythical relic, but it's a mythical relic. So I can't complain about it. It is what it is. The wearer places a 10% magma shield buff on all allies for 2 turns at the start of the battle. The cool thing about the magma shield is that it reflects damage. Also places a 10% magma shield buff on the wearer for 2 turns whenever they lose 25% of their HP in a single hit. So not only can you place it at the start of the battle, also if you lose 25% of the HP, then you place it again. So that's actually pretty cool. That way you can kinda keep it up. So the cool thing about mythical relics is that you can fit in 4 gemstones, and that's pretty amazing. I don't know if I have good ones that would fit in here, but I think this one doesn't look too bad. And then maybe shield buffs placed on the wearer are 10% stronger, so maybe that is actually affecting the magma shield too, and I can buff the shield a little bit more with those gemstones here. So 20% increase of the shield would be amazing. Also, if I rank it up, it will improve the shield strength. It's already at rank 4, so that is amazing. So let's actually do that real quick. Let's upgrade the level. Alright, we got it to level 12. And now the shield strength will be increased by 6%. So it's gonna be a 16% shield of the wearer's max HP, I guess. Also 62 resistance. That's actually amazing, and some extra HP. So the shield is bigger, and then if we get 20% here additional, yeah, we could get a decent shield, I guess. But what would I use for like circular gemstones? I don't know, but that's actually cool. All right, we got a mythical relic. I mean, I can't complain, right? What else did we pull? We got a wand as well. Like the first wand will definitely help me in the live arena. Amazing. Also a second Ereti coronet and a scroll of the unseen. This will push my damage significantly in Hydra and Chimera. Also, I don't have to swap around the Ereti coronet over and over again. This was very intensive for my star stones. We have a second aspect of the Siroth, which is also pretty cool. I can definitely make use of this one as well. And yeah, overall, I think I'm pretty satisfied with the pulls, with the crafts. I think we did get some great relics. Alright guys, that's pretty much it for this video. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you had fun watching. I was hoping for a mythical relic and I got it. Was it the one that I wanted the most? Probably not, but I think this one is still decent. Also, we got some good legendary ones and some nice epic ones. So yeah, I'm pretty happy with it. And yeah, I hope you enjoyed. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Also leave a thumbs up. And with that being said, see you in the next one.